What's going on, YouTube? Drake, this is everyone. It's looking scary. Yo, yo, rap is back. You feel me? Am I Team Drizzy or am I Team K Dot? Damn, K Dot can rap, bro, but I mess with Drake more though. You feel me? So, damn, I'm about to go with K Dot though. I think K Dot is too lyrical for Drake. Like, let's be honest, sorry, K Dot is a much more lyrical, more creative person than Drake. You feel me? Drake is good with the singing, the pop, and all that, and everything, but he's not beating Kendrick. Let's be completely honest. Anyways, let's get into the video though. This shit getting crazy out here, man.
What's poppin', y'all? So, number one, I need everyone to be extra hyper vigilant while this whole Drake, I think I was trying to say Kendrick and Drake. While this whole Drake
Crazy.
and Kendrick Lamar, pretty much Drake versus everybody else. Beef rap competition is going on, and it seems more like just a rap competition between him and Kendrick Lamar because a lot of people are really trying to dethrone him. And
The fact that Rick Ross is in it,
in the same light as I look at Kendrick Lamar, where it seems to be the case that he just wants to go one-on-one with him. I gave Drake some criticism fairly when I said, yo, he's been not ducking, but he's been cooling out for a little while after Kendrick dropped Like That. It was charting, which doesn't matter as much, but the song is a hit on top of the fact that
song fire.
And the criticism that people have of Kendrick all the time.
The whole
not
first
so
album
much
is fire.
after Damn, but with Mr. Morales, right? Damn, this doesn't even have any hits when the album wasn't made to have hits. But Drake finally dropped this track, and I'm not gonna go too much into it. Most people have already. But one of the things that I liked or I didn't like first. We'll talk about what I didn't like first. I didn't like that this was dropped as a quote-unquote leak. And this is where you have to be very, very vigilant. There are media propaganda wars being played here. Think about it like this. Kendrick Lamar isn't really in tune with the media like that, especially the younger media. He's, for example, like GQ, Forbes, all these, even like Ebro, these bigger pop.
But how do we know that? Kendrick Lamar is so low-key that we don't know what he knows about. So
Podcasts, these radio shows, they have
can't really say
a lot
this.
of respect for Kendrick, and I do think they'll be relatively fair. However, Kendrick's been away for many, many years, especially before Mr. Morale. In that time, Drake has tapped into a lot of people. He tapped in with Kai Cenat, he tapped in with Aiden Ross, he's been tapped in with academics, and you will gain a favorable outlook on somebody like Drake that's a superstar whose music you already like and has reached out to you, been in constant communication with you, been shooting you stuff here and there, than Kendrick Lamar, who hasn't done any of those things. So you need to be
He's still watching though.
Who stands to benefit from supporting Drake? And if someone stands to benefit from supporting Drake, has benefited before, and will continue to benefit, is that a completely fair take? Can you be fair in that situation? That's a conflict of interest. Because you don't gain anything. If, let's say you think Kendrick Lamar or Rick Ross or anybody else that has dropped a song or will drop a song cooked to Drake, you might lose Drake's relationship off of that. People have lost a relationship with Drake for far less. And is that worth you being honest? Well, for me, yes. It depends. Like, if it's someone that's your genuine friend, like, for example, like, if it's 40 or something like that, yeah, I expect them to just be on Drake's side. However, with other people, they're looking at it like, man, if I mess with Kendrick, like, think about it. You think Aiden Ross isn't really seen as, like, hey, this is a big hip-hop opinion, but what he says disseminates into a lot of different media outlets
Unfortunately.
that capture the younger crowd. And this is something that Drake took advantage of with Meek Mill. And Meek Mill didn't really know how that worked. And once Drake got the memes and the younger people and eventually like all these companies and they just started clowning Meek Mill would have had to come back with a nuke for it to actually work out. And Meek Mill just didn't deliver in any capacity when it came to dissing Drake. Like, the guy called him out, just disappeared for a while, had 2 diss tracks dropped on his head top, which is why I say when
Meek Mill, he lost that diss terribly. Oh my God. Jesus, I forgot about that.
A track. Really? Does he? I mean, Drake did drop this, and the criticism that I had was, why is he trying to make it seem like it's a leak, or why is there plausible deniability to it? Like, the song just leaked, and then another version comes out. Like, leaking a song like that, it gives you the opportunity to test the waters. You get to see, okay, people messing with this. If they're not messing with it, you could just pretend like you never dropped it.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, bro. See, Drake dropped it just to see who will mess with it or who will say this or who will say that. right now he got Rick Ross talking. So you can see that Drake is building up some tension right now until he drops the real thing. That's exactly what I was thinking, bro.
Okay, they don't like the energy on this. Let me mess with something else. And you can even see on the second version
That's facts.
that he had distributed to a bunch of different people. It's not on streaming platforms or anything like that. It sounds different. It does sound hard. And I will keep it a buck. This track is fire.
It's hard, for sure.
That's something we need to keep note of. When Kendrick Lamar came out, and granted, it was a verse, but Kendrick Lamar didn't leak the verse first.
Kendrick's so random.
He came out with his chest puffed out. He said, nah, I know what I put out.
Damn.
And he just dropped it like that. Drake, on the other hand, is not doing that. And this is where people say, man, that's lame. Because I said this was brilliant, despite the fact that I was critical of it. People were like, nah, that's lame. How is that mutually exclusive whatsoever? Like, something can be smart and quote-unquote lame to you, because that's just an opinion anyway.
Yeah, that's an opinion.
Being a brilliant move have to do with not being lame. That is, people need, please, think. We're in a thinking man's beef right now. This isn't Young Boy and Lil Durk, all right? Let's keep it a buck. With all due respect to those guys, they're B tier. They're not on the level of the people we're talking about right now, which is why hip hop's been in a revival the past week. It's absolutely amazing. You guys should thank God and be appreciative of these moments while
thanking God that two people are beefing is crazy.
we may not see them for a very, very long time. Also, one thing I just found funny was Drake talking about, like, I might chip a nail. Like, man, Kendrick, you cannot lose to somebody like this. The fate of hip hop.
Drake is too, bro. Drake. No, he is corny though. That's the funny thing about this.
Because a guy's taking on 20 people, has acrylic nails on, and is talking about, like, damn, I chipped a nail, like, recording this, trying to take you guys on, and he washes you guys.
He's trolling
heavily. Hip hop is dead. It has to come out. Like, we need a hip hop is dead too. Or Drake needs to drop a hip hop is dead and just sign me up. Like, man,
is that?
You guys let somebody that gets his nails done like a female to cook you guys.
What the hell? What is that?
It really didn't seem like he came at the weekend too much. One of the bars that I felt like people were just thinking about literally too much was the one where he says drop and give me 50 with Kendrick Lamar, and they're like, oh yeah, he was doing push-ups and Top Dog tells him what to do. But it could
Kendrick is 5'5"? Oh no.
Where he's getting 50%. So Top Dog or TDE was getting 50% of what Kendrick Lamar was making on every album. So he's like, man, he's gonna tell you when to drop, and when you drop, you're gonna give him 50% of everything that generates. I like the fact that he said, I don't care what Cole think. I don't think we're gonna see Cole anywhere near Drake. Cole cooked himself. He's not gonna be anywhere near
Cole said sorry and ran away, bro.
Because Cole's
hilarious.
Big L, loser. SpongeBob episode, loser. That's what Cole is. J. Cole is. Get him out of here.
I'm sorry, J. Cole. I understand his point of view, because J. Cole is never in any drama. He's never on the shade room. He's never, like, in any tweets. Like, he's very low key and he's not, like, in the way. But you know, when he dropped that diss track, it's like, I know you called it might delete later, but bro, you can't just go to a concert and be like, you know what, never mind. People are gonna clown you. You know, from a fan viewpoint, it's like, come on, J. Cole. But his viewpoint, I understand completely. It's like, he's not he's trying to keep his peace and all that, but it's like, nah, bro, now your fans disappointed in you, man.
Except in the previous video, I don't want Rick. We're gonna save that for a different video. But yeah, J. Cole is a loser. Loser energy, it rubs off on you. So J. Cole, you're not gonna see this guy around Drake again. You're not gonna see another Drake and J. Cole song. That's just not happening. Especially while this is going on. Yeah,
J. Cole just like left.
It makes sense that they take a break. I think Drake putting academics on the interlude was another brilliant move on Drake's behalf. He said, yo, I'm just throwing him on here. It's going to make him a lot more excited for my track than whatever Kendrick's going to drop. If you're on a song, it's very, 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 very difficult. And if you're on a good song, too, it's very difficult to be completely unbiased in that situation. And if you're already have an affinity towards that artist and his music, come on. But that's a smart move by him. He's like, yeah, I'm just throwing it out in the outro, and we'll see what that does. Although I definitely think he knows what that would do. And we've recently got some more developments. I don't like the whole narrative that this is a 20v1, because for this, number one, it is a 20v1. Because I don't think Kendrick Lamar orchestrated it to be as such, nor did he want it to be as such. But
it's Metro, bro.
That one for a different topic. I'm
Why is Metro beefing with them? Like, Metro and features on the album. The album's called "We Don't Trust You." Rick Ross came out of nowhere. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That was petty. I think it's because I think Drake sent a cease and desist to French Montana, then Rick Ross unfollowed Drake. So, whatever all that means for me, but it's like, Rick Ross, get your 48 your old ass out this. Make the Drake is ignoring Rick Ross. That's a funny thing. Who else? The Weeknd, that been going on. Who else beefing with Drake? A$AP Rocky, obviously, because of Rihanna and all that. But it's like, damn, bro. This is Kendrick and Drake.
That's what I'm gonna do. This is exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. There's a lot more we gotta talk about. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I look at my you should follow me on Twitter because you were Drake deep.
Yeah. But yeah, though, let me know what y'all think of this whole thing. For me, I'm sorry, Drake. Nah, Drake, that song was fired though that he leaked, cause for me, we haven't had that Drake in a minute. But Kendrick Lamar though, so I think Kendrick Lamar is a little bit too creative and more aggressive with his shit. So we'll see how this goes, man. Anyways, appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Next one. Ooh.